one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Well, we love new tools, and everybody's been talking this one up. It's the Evolution cold cut saw. Some people actually near us got it and raved about it. Everybody's raved about it that I've seen. 35,000 plus cuts on one blade.
That's hard to believe.
That's really hard to believe, because we put a, you know, I don't know if I videoed it, but I set up the bandsaw. I bought a blade for it, and it was so great for the first like 2 cuts, and then now it's kind of just not so great. But from what I've seen, this thing really rocks. And I was looking at this, and I was also looking at a Bailey cold cut saw, and I like to get Bailey tools. It was like $2,500 more than this saw, but it is your traditional cold cut saw with
industrial grade.
Yeah, industrial grade cold cut saw, and it has it wasn't water injected or water fed. It does have its big stand and stuff, and the problem with that is if I need to, like, we need to do frame rails. That's really what I'm buying this for. We need to do frame rails on that 41, and if I have the Bailey set up in here, I can't just grab it, move it outside, and make a couple of cuts, because I need to cut down that 20-foot stick. Since we've had my porter cable chop saw sitting here for the entire time that I've had the workbench anyways, and I've had that chop saw since I built my first bag to pick up. If you just want a regular chop saw, I suggest this mother. Like, I've had that sucker for 20 plus, like over 20 years, and I've never replaced anything on it besides blades. But this is a lot more precise. It's going to do a straighter cut. It doesn't have a lot of sparks. Easy to move.
The abrasive style wheels, no matter what, as they go through, the cut will fade one side or the other.
It fades every time. There's never a perfect cut unless if you just got lucky.
Yeah.
And if you ever try to, like, if you have a piece that's angled already and you're trying to come down on that angle, it just does this, and you can watch it do it. We see so many people cutting wrong. And it's on every TV show, actually. Like, every TV show that I see, every whatever you call it, reality TV show I see, they're cutting wrong with a cutoff wheel. Like, and it always freaks me out. You're just waiting for this blade to explode in this guy's face.
And then people will talk crap on us because we're using a grinder without a guard.
Yeah.
And they've got their grinder cutting backwards to where if something fails, it's going right at them.
Yeah, we've had blades blow up in our faces, but it's pretty rare, and usually not too life-changing. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah, this is impressive. I mean, it was $1,000, which is most definitely me spending money. If you look around this mother, we don't have very many $1,000 tools. We have my drill press is an excellent showing of that, how I do not spend shit. Wow.
Yeah, and these, they're set up adjustable so that with manufacturing differences, it'll never be spot on. So after you get it set up, you check your blade and then set this and then lock it down so that your measurements are precise.
That's cool. And you don't put your hand there, but I want to touch it. I want to touch it. Hopefully it's unlocked. Wow, it's like ball bearings or something. Pretty nifty.
So we probably need end locks in here.
It has it's like a winch thing, I think. Wow, pretty nifty. What's this guy? He just tightens it up. the motor has this, like, it's supposed to continuously kind of go at the same RPM. So it's not supposed to like bog down and pick up speed. It's supposed to kind of just continue itself to this kind of a steady speed. Clamping different metals.
Yeah, like round tube and such.
Yeah. And just slide it onto there. Either.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. Have the little edges to hold different tubings or whatever. Or when you put a square stock on end, so it can cut it like this.
That's the thing I see most people do wrong with a chop saw. They'll go to cut angle iron and they'll have it like against the back and here, and then it cuts through this real nice, and then they just glaze the blade because they get it too hot on the bottom.
Pretty cool. Does anybody really register their tools so you have that warranty?
This one you should.
This one we probably should.
It's saying rectangle coming from the front corner.
So you're cutting long ways like that, which is the opposite way I would have thought of doing it.
Yeah.
I usually do them upright if they fit. It's okay. If that's what they want us to do, that's what we're going to do.
We'll follow directions.
We're going to follow the directions. Let's clean off this shitty old cut on the back of this.
Oh, the square tube, it says put it on diagonal.
Oh, well, where's our blocky blocks?
Right here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see where that blade hits. Well, that's perfect.
He wants us to be on that.
If anything, it wants us to be a little further
As far forward, yeah. Holy shit, I've never cut anything that quick.
I'm buying one. I don't care.
I don't care. Kids' college fund, gone.
Gone.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, one cut, I'm sold. The, I didn't put any pressure on it either.
It just ate.
Yeah, well, you know, like, normally on a chop saw, you're kind of giving it a little bit of pressure, but I kept backing myself off. I did not, like, I could have gone faster. And I don't think it would have cared. Dang. I want to do one more just to, might as well clean up the other end. Kind of leaves a neat pattern.
It's just the time it'll save on cleanup too.
Yeah, you know, well, what you'd have to do with the chop saw is after you're done cutting, you'd have to kind of give it an eyeball and grind to what you thought was level or make a new mark around it and then go there. So then you were never, on this saw, you could mark, this is where I need to cut, this is where I need to cut, because before you'd say, this is where I need to cut it, clean it up, and then measure your new line. Where this, you could just I mean, if you needed 2-inch sections of this shit, you just mark it out and do it.
Yeah, because using both sides of a cut, like if you're trying to do a miter
Yeah.
or something.
That's a big deal there. Yeah. So there is the shavings. I think that's the only.
Yeah.
Instead of dust, we have shavings, which is probably way better for our health.
Yeah. Those can't go in your lungs.
Yeah, that
easily.
can't get into your lung very easy. You know, before we were getting the blade, we were getting the dust from the dust from the blade is really a big one.
Wow.
You know, because it's that. Do that again. The dust from the blade is really. Damn, that is not even kind of off. That's exactly square, isn't it?
Yeah. But I have to do, when I'm doing metal work, I have to do a sinus rinse every single day because it gets in your sinus.
Oh, can you imagine if you had to use a chop saw? Let's say you have a job where you're just cutting stuff on a chop saw all day long, like all day long. Like the dust and the shit, this.
And the burnt forearms.
Yeah. And the shit in the eyes and the, I mean, I can't imagine getting one of these guys in your eyes, but yeah, that would be rough. But it's really not flying towards you. I'm impressed.
Good purchase.
Yeah, Evolution. And this is their Mac Daddy. They do have a foldable table for this if you're more of a on-site kind of guy, or if you just didn't really have a spot for it. The table would be awesome for us right now with those frame rails, but you know, we're gonna see what happens. Nice part about this is, you know, with this little leg in the back, we don't even probably need to mount it to this table, you know, and we can move it down here a little ways and still just use this table to do our cuts. As you can see, the shavings are kind of everywhere, but I'm thinking of making, you know, we could do like kind of a little trough here that you can unclip and dump out, and we can just kind of sweep them into it or something.
They do also have a cheaper option if you don't need the miter feature, and so they've just got like a standard chop saw style.
This is the old this is the dust from our chop saw, and so that's the crap you're inhaling, you know, whatever that is, you know, who knows what that is. You know, it is material that comes from mines. You know, I did see on some show that showed one of those mines that get that abrasive rock, and so it's just, you know, some sort of mineral.
Better left outside your body for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm so jealous.
Very cool. Evolution cold cut saw.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.